It's too early. Holy cow, my water bottle's dripping.
It was 2 seconds early.
Howdy, howdy, ho. Oh, 3 is too high. Holy shnikes. I feel like it's leaking, but it's not. It's just dripping all over the place.
Condensation.
Condensation.
Yes, it's humid.
I think I'm going to take this camping with me.
I would venture to say that's a great idea.
Yes, we're going. Yes, we're going camping this weekend.
1 weekend a year. It's happened to be the weekend. Hey, guess what? We're live.
Mm-hmm.
I bet that's one of them.
That is. Must be it's Machop in the Spotlight Hour.
Oh, that's a good one. Don't have a green one yet. But we're busy.
But yeah, I haven't decided if I want to film or not. I might not. I haven't decided yet. It wouldn't be a lot of filming, be enough to get an episode maybe.
Possibly.
And it would depend on how people feel. Maybe I'd take a 4-wheeler out, or I don't know if the flea market's going, but we'll go see some fleas.
They haven't the last couple of times when we've been up there during Carp Fest, but
yes,
you never know.
It's Carp Fest. Carp Fest.
A celebration of the invasive species fish.
Well,
the idea is to get them out of the lake.
Yes, that actually was the reason why this started. Where my family has property is in Hatfield, which is just outside of Black River. It's kind of central in the center of the state almost.
10 miles from everywhere.
Yeah, it's actually like 10 miles from Black River, or 14 miles from Black River, like 10 to 14 miles from Neilsville, all that stuff. Maybe we'll go into Marshfield and go to St. Vincent de Paul. Maybe Kira will want to do that.
That'd be a you guys thing.
I know.
Maybe I'll just take a long depending, chair up, set it up, and just sit.
But the lake there got overrun by carp. Like literally every fish you caught was a carp. And so they started this carp fest, and it's a fishing contest. It starts at excuse me. It starts at midnight the day before. Starts at midnight, literally. I think some people actually you can start the day before, so it's like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or Friday, Saturday. But midnight used to start it.
Yeah, I thought it was like 6 p.m. or something like that on Friday.
Yeah. And it looks like the landing, like an alien ship landing, because the carp fishing boats go out, and they got the lights on the front, because you can spearfish or bowfish up there. So they bowfish. But it's to clear the invasive species out of the lake, which has been, it has helped a lot, because you barely catch any carp now.
Yeah.
And then the bar that hosts it, the spot that hosts it up there, because literally that town is made up of 3 bars, a adult club, 2 campgrounds. They used to have a skating rink. It is now called the Hatfield Pavilion. They just remodeled it as kind of like a hangout spot, or a place to have different community events. There is literally a fire department, and a couple like supper clubs. But it's a blink. It's a literally there, and if I do record, I'll take a picture of the actual town sign, population sign, because the town population sign says 50 in the winter and 5,000 in the summer. It literally has two different calculations on it.
Yeah. A lot of people with property up there.
And that's actually on a lot of the Hatfield shirts because that's a rare sign. A lot of four-wheel trails. Like I said, that's where I started my four-wheeling video from. You didn't get to see much of that because I started it from the actual gas station that's in town. But this fishing contest, they do biggest fish.
Most caught weight-wise, most caught number-wise.
Biggest one.
Largest one. And then they have one specially tagged.
Which nobody's ever caught.
If you happen to catch it, there's a $1,000 cash prize, I think.
I thought it was 500. It might be more.
Hi, Anna.
Hi, Anna. So, plus they also have like door prizes there, so you can buy tickets and door prizes, and a lot of the money goes back to the community, which is really nice about this community up there, is that the money they make from some of these events goes right back into the community. And maybe we'll see a bear, maybe we won't. I've heard there's been bear around the area, but I haven't heard of this year. I think last year or 2 years ago when we were up there was a mom and a couple cubs up the road. But
they were crossing the road when we were going into town to get some supplies from Walmart. It was interesting.
And then they do have elk up there. So there's elk released up there. And they also have wolves. They did a wolf release up there. So we got quite a few fun little creatures we may see.
That and the friendly deer that likes to wander into camp.
Well, that's because the neighbors feed them.
Remember that.
But, I mean, it's right on our property is right on the lake. So it's awesome because we can go down swimming, fishing. My aunt and uncle have a piece of property, a cabin on the other side of the lake. They bring their boats over. We can go tubing, water skiing. That'd be kind of fun.
Pick us up tickets for ice cream.
Yeah.
Not that we can't drive there. It's just you get to go get ice cream in a boat.
Yeah. So there's a lot to do. We could take four-wheelers out. I can tell when I talk too much because the coughing starts.
Get it out.
Catch my breath. How's it going, Anna? What's new? You're the only one in here right now.
You have our undivided attention.
Yes. Usually it takes a good 20, maybe 30 minutes before people start coming in.
Yeah.
We're going to keep it actually relatively on the hour. If we don't get enough people for the live auction, we're going to do a pop-up auction this week, I think. We need to start raising some more money for that Fill the Ring campaign. Because this is the only way we can do it.
At this point, yeah, because we've only got a few weeks left before the event actually happens, and we don't have enough accrued PTO hours between either one of us to take off another weekend.
Well, I do, but
sale.
I do, but I don't have enough time this month to take off because taking off just this weekend was hard enough. And then the first week in August where we're having the show, that Friday is the show. And then August 6th, I got to take off for a baby shower.
Yeah.
So I'm working that whole week, most likely, like I'm working this whole week. That's not cool. I hope everything goes okay.
Not allowed.
Only person allowed to scare you is this guy right here. Just kidding.
Yeah, that's just looking.
He just has to give you the look. It's enough to scare the cats, that's for sure.
Well, they're scared. They're scaredy cats anyway.
They're actually not too bad, but literally, if they're getting into trouble, I just say, "Daddy's coming." All he has to do is lean over and look at him, or stand up, and they just run.
Yeah. If I stand up, it all stops.
Oh.
Ah.
Just like a little fainting spell, or didn't have enough. If it was a fasting blood draw, my guess is blood sugars are low.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Panic attack, most likely.
Panic attack, or if it was, like I said, blood sugars low. Did they give her something to eat after she took it? That would help. What time do we want to do the pop-up on Thursday?
Oh.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, at least she's better. Just be careful when she does another blood draw. Some people get really freaked out by them. I know a girl that has to literally lay on the floor because if she remotely thinks about it, she'll pass out, like panic attack, shock, pass out.
It actually does sound like exactly what she was describing.
Yeah,
it's just mild shock.
So, yeah, my coworker has to lay on the floor when she gets her blood drawn. Give her a good resting heart rate, that's for sure. I have to make sure I don't take the stairs too fast, because when they do like we have a little health physical thing at work. I have to make sure I don't take the stairs too fast, because I did that one year and my blood pressure was really high. So when we actually had the meet up with the nurse about our results, which they don't do anymore, I actually had them retake my blood pressure, because I'm like, that's not normal. Yeah, I would say it's either low blood sugar, or she just kind of went into a little bit of shock. It's common with some blood draws, especially fasting blood draws.
Yeah. Key is not to look. Don't let them look. Don't look.
I don't look. I don't look until after they stick.
Yeah.
I hate needles. Oh my God, on a 4, that's still really strong.
Well, we aren't a paid endorser of Circle yet, but if anybody from Circle is watching,
I might do a TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like needles. It took me a long time to kind of accept the fact of having a blood draw. So, I don't like watching it get stuck in, but watching it come out fascinates me a little bit. And sometimes I do watch when they stick me, but not very often.
I have no problem with doctors when they're sticking needles and stuff in me, but the one I do have a problem with is dentists.
Mine don't stick me anymore.
I think a lot of that boils down to the fact that when I was very young, I had a dentist that actually shot Novocaine into the roof of my mouth to do some work, and that completely freaked me out. So
I don't get.
I try to be as calm as possible, but sometimes it, And the last time I had any Novocaine done, they had to do a couple of extra doses because my heart rate was going, so it was lessening the effect of the anesthetic. And
I'm lifting a sleepy kitty. He's curled up on Chris's knee with his head and paw on mine. I don't get Novocaine anymore. So, like, when they do any cavities or anything, actually the dentist will talk me through it. And she's like, I'm going to tap, and she taps or whatever, and she's like, how you doing? They're constantly worried about me, but she does all the work, and actually it saves a lot of money on my dental.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Because I don't pay. My insurance does not, my dental insurance does not pay for Novocaine or anesthetics. So I have to usually pay for that. But they will pay for all the work. So like, and they won't pay for, I do have to put like a copay down for the cavity or the filling or whatever, but 9 times out of 10, that payment covers everything. So I usually when I get that done,
he's dead.
I lifted him up, he barely moved. But yeah, I don't get Novocaine shots, and I had my wisdom teeth pulled, the upper ones directly pulled out by my dentist, and she gave me a shot she gave me, hi Rob.
Hey.
She gave me a prescription for Vicodin, and I went in a week later to have like the follow-up checkup to make sure my mouth was healing properly for my upper 2 wisdom teeth. And she goes, do you need a new prescription? And I'm like, I didn't even fill the one you gave me. I barely used any Tylenol. I used Tylenol maybe the first day. My wisdom teeth, I used Tylenol. I used the pain pills like a day or 2.
Yeah, it was no more than 2 days.
But I didn't like how it made me feel. And then I used Tylenol most of the time.
Yeah.
But 9 times out of 10, I have a really high pain threshold. So I get uncomfortable and I get annoyed. When I get annoyed, then I know the pain is high. And I don't know. I don't take Tylenol for headaches unless I know I'm getting a migraine. So, what's new, Rob? We got 3 people in here watching. It's not me.
No, not yet.
It's Anna and Rob and somebody else. Usually Ann is in here by now, or Robert.
Well, Robert actually came in kind of late last week, so
yeah.
And
Howcraft.
Oh my goodness! Speak of the devil.
See, I knew it was somebody.
Ears are burning, weren't they?
How's it going, Ann?
Feeling better at the moment. You didn't get the special flu, did you?
I've actually found that more and more people are getting it.
Yeah, it's still around and it's still pretty virulent.
But I'm just saying, like,
knock on wood, I haven't gotten it yet.
I'm not knocking on wood. I don't know if I should say it on here, but yeah.
No, you just did.
Yeah. That I found out, and luckily I was not working. The week that I had my rummage sale.
Ooh, kidney stone. Ouch. Well. Sympathies. Very much so.
I did test positive the week before the rummage sale. And The only reason I tested was because I lost my sense of taste and smell. And it came back after 3 days. So the last thing
It wasn't long.
Yeah, it really was only like, I only lost my taste and smell for like 3 or 4 days. I think I got, because I am vaxxed, I am boosted. I think he didn't get it at all.
Nope.
I think I got it because my immune system was weakened by allergies. Because it literally started out as allergies, didn't it?
Yeah.
I was itchy nose, watery eyes, coughing, sneezing, everything. And hello, Robert.
See again. Speak of the devil.
Yep.
So many people's ears are burning.
And I think I got it at the casino. And like I said, as fast as it came, it was gone. My last remaining symptom that I have is I do, as you can tell when I'm talking, get winded. But I'm really lucky because I wasn't at work. And they say 5 days after your last symptom, you shouldn't go, even though the CDC says 24 hours after your fever. You shouldn't be within 6 feet of people, or you should be wearing a mask after the fever. Well, nobody at my work has tested positive. So honestly, like I said, I was off that whole week. So I wasn't around anybody. I contacted my family. I didn't contact work because I was already off. So yeah, I have a friend that gets kidney stones really bad too. She got one in Vegas.
Oof.
That's when we were at Binion's.
Yeah.
So I hope you feel better, Rob. I've never had one of those. We just did a home test, Robert.
Yep.
We got some of the home kits. Like I said, it wasn't until I lost the taste and smell that
she finally broke down and tested, used one of the test kits. I used the other one, and mine.
His was blank. Mine was actually lit up like a Christmas tree.
Oof, long COVID. Ouch. And I think that's going to be a thing that is still tracked in after about 5 years or so.
My manager actually still does not have her taste and smell yet, and she tested positive in December of 2020. I do have another friend that has the long term, and she got it right at shutdown. And she's been dealing with the fatigue portion of it. She got the fatigue portion.
Yeah, there's no way this one was a sinus infection.
No, it felt like it though. It really did feel like it.
That's actually what you thought at first, and then when
Yeah.
you lost taste and smell, then we're like,
that's
okay.
when he started like, okay, take a test. But like I said, I only lost my taste and smell for like 3 to 4 days. Like literally, as soon as I lost it, I told him, I'm like, I can taste. Like I can tell things are fruity, but I can't tell you what kind of fruit it is. Or
everything was really, really muted. So
he gave me a peach Mountain Dew because I was really curious to try it. It was a new flavor out, and it tasted like seltzer water. I had banana, and it tasted like a fruit, but I couldn't tell you what kind of fruit it was. And I would say my taste came back faster than my smell did.
Yeah.
It wasn't until I opened the bag of gummy bears that
Like, ooh,
I can smell. So, but like I said, I think because I did have the vaccine, I think when I get sick, I get sick. So something started it, and then I caught it, and then it just
your body responded the way it should after a vaccine and a booster shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think mine. Yeah, I might have caught it at the same time, but since I didn't test positive, it probably didn't. My body did what it was supposed to do right away. It just can't smell.
The thing is like I've been very careful. Like I work in the public more so than he does. I work in the public, and I've been very careful up until this point. I could have got it from work.
Yeah.
I seriously could have gotten it from work. But I honestly think I got it at the casino. It wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah.
And what's really funny is the casino we were at, they've been very, very strict about things because they lost it. It was the Ho Chunk community. They lost a lot of people of the Ho Chunk Nation at the start of COVID. So
I ain't got no sense of smell.
So it just
That's
why they at the Ho Chunk casinos kept the mask mandates longer, kept a lot of the restrictions longer.
They lost one of their elders, so that's probably why
they lost careful. Quite a few people to the COVID, and an elder was some higher ranked elders were part of that. So I'm really surprised I got it there, but I'm not. And like I said, it started out because we didn't go anywhere else, did we?
No.
Yeah, my symptoms came like 4 days after the fact that it actually
started having a fever on Tuesday night.
So yeah, but Saturday
you were probably exposed to it on Saturday night.
Yeah.
That would be 3 days.
Yeah, 3 days after. And the nice thing is my fever was Tuesday. I didn't go to my work function. It was Tuesday night that I got my fever. I didn't go to work function. I actually sweated it out. My fever broke Wednesday. And I was off from work. So I had 24 hours to recoup. And then everything after that was fine. And my coworkers can get mad at me all they want. I'm sorry. But I wasn't.
At that point, you just thought it was just, nothing major. And it wasn't until you lost your taste and smell, and you're like, oh, geez, this could be worse.
Yeah.
And it was.
But it wasn't real bad.
No.
Like I said, one of the after effects is the cough. If I'm talking for a long time, I get winded.
No rude comments about that. I see you, Robert.
What did I say?
No, not you. I said, I see you, Robert. Making comments about you talking too much.
Oh, yeah. Runs in the family. You can say all you want.
Both sides.
Huh?
Both sides.
Yeah. It's the Smith. It's not the Midwestern goodbye. It's the Smith goodbye now. Because it's worse than the Midwestern goodbye.
Yeah, Midwestern goodbye is 20 minutes. The Smith goodbye is an hour. If you're lucky.
I think he's regretting marrying into the family.
No, I'm not. Here's the thing. When I'm ready to go, I'll walk out the door, put the key in the car, in the ignition, and I'll just wait. And eventually she'll be like, where'd he go? And then worried, oh crap, did he leave me?
It hasn't gotten that bad.
No, it hasn't gotten that bad yet.
He keeps going. We need to go. We need to go. We need to go.
It's time to go.
Yes. He'll just keep repeating it until we go.
Or she'll be talking and I'll just kind of turn towards the door. Turn back.
So we were saying, because we only have 3 people in here, we're not going to do an auction unless we get 10. I'd like to have 10 people in here because it just makes it more fun.
Yep.
We are going to do a pop-up auction on Thursday. Robert, that doesn't interfere with your time, does it? When do you go live again? Because I don't want to interfere with your time, Robert, unless you don't mind me popping on and selling some stuff. And we'll do it on Thursday, 4 p.m. Central.
4 Central, okay. What time does Troy go live? 8?
Yeah. Well, he's Central time as us.
Yeah.
He was on and done before Troy even came on.
Yeah.
Troy didn't come on this last time. I just got to make sure.
Yes, if we did something around
I just gotta
6 or 7.
Yeah, I just got to make sure I don't have
interfere.
any meetings because this month isn't so bad, but next month in September are going to be terrible for meetings because I'm going to have a meeting like every 2 meetings a week almost.
Okay. Thank you for the invitation, Robert. And Rob. Wow. My sister said for the longest time after she got it, her sense of taste and smell was out of whack for a long time. And I don't think she even got the full brunt of it. She worked for a healthcare facility. That's most likely where she got it. So I don't know how bad it was.
A lot of the family got that though at that time down there.
Well, just Karen and Katie.
I thought.
Her family.
Tom,
yeah. They all eventually. It eventually went
Tom
through
and the boys got it too.
Went through the house.
But yeah. And he was sitting right next to me the whole time.
Yeah.
So I think
I'm invincible.
I honestly think if I wouldn't have had something that dropped my immunities lower,
You probably would have fought it off.
I probably would have fought it off just fine and not had a problem.
I couldn't tell if I had a fever or not because those next 2 days were just hot as blazes. So I was sweating anyway, so I didn't know if I wouldn't know if I had a fever or not.
The reason I knew I had a fever is I got too cold sitting out here. I started having hot and cold flashes. And we have the AC unit in here, so which sounds like it's shut off right now.
It is. That's great. Hello, Domino's.
Yeah. Chris went and got dinner before we
before our scheduled live stream, so I'll whip something up after we're done.
I'll think about popping in your live stream. I know you invited people last time. We might just go on after you. I think we're just going to do a buy it now. We got baseball cards.
Ipsy bags.
Ipsy bags. We still got to go through a lot of stuff. I did post a couple items on Poshmark now, which I'm proud of myself because we actually went down to our storage unit and started going through totes of some of the first stuff that we ever that we ever from the first units that we ever got, and that was 2 years ago. We did get a unit last week too.
Yeah, we were planning on doing more, but we're supposed to help out a friend and get him a ride, and then he changed his mind as we left and had everything.
We were halfway home,
Everything
and he
was all
changed
packed
his
up.
mind.
Like, not even worth driving back at that point. I was not happy.
But we do have some stuff here to list on Facebook Marketplace.
I'm working on that video right now, so I'm guessing probably next 2 to 3 days.
Yes, we got a small unit in Madison. We told you last week. I went and picked it up. I literally was in and out in a half an hour. The nice thing about this unit, and you'll kind of see, we got some high-end baby clothes. There's some higher-end baby clothes and some higher-end clothes, I think.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna let my friend look at the clothes first before I list anything. Some of them had tags on them still.
This isn't going to be one of those units where we turn everything around real quick and turn a profit real quick. I think this one's going to take a little time to get to the profitable status.
We do have one item.
Though it was $50 because these are a lot of little people items. So,
well, we do have one item that we could possibly make our money back, including gas money.
Yeah.
But I have to clean it up and I have to do some research on them because I don't know enough about it to list it properly the way it needs to be listed. Mm-hmm. Which we'll edit that video.
That's my thought as well, Robert. Get a lot of stuff that's the same size and say, here's a bundle of baby clothes, 18 to 36 months, $20, buy it now, kind of thing.
Well, the only problem is we had a bunch of baby clothes out of that one unit. Where was it?
New Hope?
The city.
Was that New Hope?
Was that the city's unit?
Yeah.
The one that we drove up twice for.
That was New Hope.
Up in New Hope.
Trust me, I know.
Yeah, trust me, I know too. You could have seen us.
So mad.
We were actually stuffing. We literally stuffed stuff through the sunroof to get everything in the car. Which we dropped that video that week, didn't we?
About a week and a half later, yeah.
Yeah. I had the baby clothes put out for rummage sale, and some of them sold, but a lot of them stayed. And I was highly surprised. And I listed it as preemie on up because there was some older girls' clothes in there too. So, and I didn't genderify or anything. I just said kids' clothes, preemie on up. But we took a lot of that to
Goodwill.
Good Stewart. I took all the clothes to Good Stewart. But like I said, I have a friend that's having a baby boy. And her mom actually stopped at the rummage sale and bought some things. So I'm going to send her pictures of some of the items that I did get and go that route and let her have some of those clothes too before I start listing anything.
And you'll save on shipping by driving up there for the baby shower.
Yeah. So, plus I'm going to see if my mom will make something. My mom can make baby clothes crochet baby clothes in the matter of a week. So, the cat's digging in the stove for some reason. It's being
scrounging.
So
Trying to
I'm
think
gonna
for
see if
bird
she'll
cheese.
create something. I think they'll like if I can find a pattern or if she knows how to make it.
Booties in a hat.
I'm debating, and I got to talk to my uncle this weekend.
U-Haul's having another storage auction run in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Around here.
U-Haul storage run in the Madison area. I got to talk to my uncle and see if he wants to go with me. Maybe I can convince my dad to go too, because my uncle lives in the Madison area. And he bought his first storage unit, so I'm going to get... He's very meticulous about things, so he has a whole list, and he probably has a notebook started of everything that came out of that unit. So he's bringing it with him to show me this weekend. He hasn't sold anything out of the unit yet because he's been busy doing other things. We will be in Black River Falls, that
area this weekend.
That area this weekend.
This whole weekend, yeah.
I don't know if she's up. Well, we'll message if she's still interested in that purse. We'll figure it out. We'll get together. Plus, we got the whole, we got to buy the school supply stuff and get all that put together. There's a lot to do these next couple weeks. So we got to get some of the guys on board with that. Yeah, there's a lot to do, especially this week. Next week's probably the most laid back week we have, unless we decide to do something. What?
Yeah, we don't get a whole lot of laid back stuff. That's why I'm actually looking forward to going up to the lot this weekend and just sit and do nothing.
Yeah.
Sit, watch the water, and do nothing. That's what's exciting to me. Not doing this, doing that, doing the other thing. I just want to sit.
Yeah.
I think she's gonna pass on the purse. Okay.
Well, I think I'm gonna do the auction and do a buy it now again on the auction.
I think that's probably a good idea.
So, but we'll get it going.
Yeah, I really didn't want to try and butt heads with the Hudsons yet tonight too, because I think they are currently live. I think they usually go 7 Eastern, kind of like Christy and Tim.
Yeah, but 7 Eastern.
It's either 7 or 8 Eastern, so we'd be right there, and then just trying to.
There's a lot of
Why do I need to borrow your Corvette and go for a drive?
Cali resellers later, but I don't see the Hudsons.
They usually do the second Tuesday of the month, is what I believe what they said. Okay, I can barely drive my own vehicle safely. I don't want to be driving somebody else's vehicle and have to worry about their insurance or my insurance covering things. So if I had a Corvette, yeah, I'd probably drive it. I'd be, try to be as responsible as I can. But she always yells at me because I'm a grandpa driver. I'm like, I drive like I pay the insurance.
I don't see the Hudsons are not live.
Maybe it's later.
We have a couple other people, but nothing major for auction wise. There's an unboxing live.
He said you can drive the Corvette.
My family would. If you listen to my family, you wouldn't want me driving your Corvette. Even though I'm not as bad as they say I am. I don't know. Get Swamped was live 2 hours ago, but I don't see anything.
It might be upcoming. I don't know. I
didn't see an upcoming.
I thought
one
I
either.
heard them say something about being, every second Tuesday of the month.
I don't know.
In any case,
we're fighting with something because nobody shows up. We need to get more people. More people. I have over 1,000 views on my TikTok from the upcoming storage unit.
Yeah.
And I need those people to come here. I'm almost at 100 on TikTok, and I started that back in March?
Yeah.
February? We'll think about it, but
my biggest thing is that it doesn't belong to me.
Yeah. If you had a DeLorean, he might reconsider. Batmobile? He might reconsider.
If it's the Adam West Batmobile, definitely. Because that thing is a tank.
Can I have a DeLorean that goes up to 88 miles per hour with a flux capacitor? The doors go.
I mean, I don't have a TikTok account either. I've watched some of hers. Some of it is really funny, and some of it you want to say, why do I even have a phone? So.
It's sad. I went on TikTok.
Some people are entertained by it, so
I'm mildly entertained by it, right? But I sometimes watch it more than YouTube. But it'd be kind of fun to get some people from TikTok. Yep, and I have you on TikTok. But it'd be kind of fun to get some people from TikTok to hop over to YouTube also, because a lot of content creators on TikTok now have YouTube channels also. So I have like Adventures with Purpose and all that.
Connection Mind boyfriend's father. Did they see Ferris pass out at 31 Flavors last night too?
But yeah, I currently have 93 followers. And on my video from the storage unit, the last one that as of a week, because I literally posted it on the Tuesday, or I actually posted it on Wednesday, so it still is a week. But I have 1,803 views on it. And I have another video that's a storage unit that is 33 views. And I don't know how to edit my videos without deleting the videos. The first time I posted video was when we did the surprise visit. Actually, so I've had this since before. So I've had this almost a year. Yeah, because
you did you did the Caesar's Palace, the fish,
the plaza for Biff's, and then Serial Killers.
Serial Killers was March.
Was March?
Yep.
Okay, so I have 4 videos I posted in December. We're sitting at 114. We dropped one, and then we came
then it came back.
Then it came back. We need more viewers.
Yep.
We need more subscribers. Get out there, tell your friends.
Steal their phones. Click on the subscribe.
Yes. I actually had a guy from work interested in seeing my storage unit stuff. We have what? Storage unit. We have the storage unit. We have Vegas. 3 Vegas videos yet. Our dollar rummage sale stuff.
Yeah.
Which we might not drop. We might drop that and drop the Fill the Ring campaign stuff at the same week.
Yeah, closely to the same time. The time of the.
And then that's it, right?
I think so.
Ivy Lane.
Hello, welcome.
I was just thinking about you today, Ivy Lane.
Yeah, it's the box on the table. Look at all those pencils.
Butterfly Effects. I barely watched that movie. Would you want to be erased from time? I think I'd go back and teach myself a few things. No, I've just been wondering where you've been. It's been a while. I feel like it's been a while since I've seen you, Ivy Lane.
Yeah, very good thoughts.
Very nice. Good thoughts. Yes, good thoughts.
Yeah. For me, I wouldn't want to interact with myself, but I would, face to face, but I might interact with myself through a letter. If you know what I mean?
I think I would
pass along pertinent information.
I think I would want to maybe change some of the people I had come in contact with, such as relationships. That's true. I'm sorry to hear that, Robert. Or Rob. Okay, we got to turn it up beat. Turn up the beat.
Now's the time on Sprockets when we dance.
Chris's white boy dance. I could barely get Chris to slow dance with me, let alone dance.
How's the puppy doing?
Aww.
There, that'll turn it up beat. How's the puppy?
Who's puppy? That's Toppet's puppy.
Oh, dang it.
I believe. That's good to hear, Robert.
He's going to go to sleep like this.
I hope everything went all right, Ivy Lane.
I hope they got it all.
Yeah. My dad had colon cancer. He now has the permanent ostomy bag. He went through chemo and radiation. The radiation destroyed his hips, so he had to have both hips replaced now. So he still walks funny, but
he's not in a lot of pain, that's for sure.
Yeah. He's been cancer-free for how many years now?
3 or 4.
Was it after we got married?
I think the diagnosis was right as we were about to get married. Because he retired by then.
He retired the month after we got married.
Yeah.
So that was the final diagnosis, I thought.
Yeah, I think so.
Because he could retire. So, yeah.
Get that medical retirement.
I would say he's been cancer-free for 6 to 7 years now. That's gross.
Yeah.
Look at this. He wanted to snuggle. He loves snuggling. Snuggles. Aww. You got a whole fish aquarium, Robert.
Good.
Good.
There's the good news we were looking for.
Yes. Look at this guy. Now I'm sad. Anne has Parkinson's. I didn't know.
Look at that sweet face. Look at that sweet face.
It's like, Dad, what are you doing? He's like hanging there. He's like, Dad, I was comfortable.
We'll settle down.
He's the one to hang off the back of the couch like a cat skin rug. All 4 legs, 2 on one side, 2 on the other. He's just spread out. Yeah, I'm glad it's very good news, Ivy. Thoughts and healing prayers to everybody.
Who's my boy?
I'll send out the healing energy to everybody.
Who's my boy? Don't do that. Shake the camera. Earthquake.
I don't have an aquarium for sale. I don't have an aquarium for sale.
Nope.
There's nowhere we could have an aquarium. There's no room for us to live in this house. You'd almost, I hate to say this, you almost say it's a hoarder situation, but it's not, right?
No, not yet.
No, I said you have the aquariums, Robert.
Yep. Great setup, I think you should.
Yeah, that's the only part. Getting in and out of those low cars, it's hard. You almost have to tuck and roll yourself, even though the car stopped.
I have a problem getting out of our SUV.
Yeah, but the Saturn, even the Saturn now.
Oh,
you literally have. I haven't. It's my Saturn. I bought that thing in 2003. And it's so low to the ground, it bottoms out in snowbanks driving down the road. But, I sat in it because he swapped cars with me one time. And I haven't driven this thing in years. When we're together, he drives. He does most of the driving. Very rarely do I drive when we're together.
Unless I'm absolutely exhausted.
But it's literally a tuck and roll out.
Yeah, I can. That's how I knew yesterday it was
Chris.
gonna. Yeah, I know. Oh, hello, Sega.
Hang on. Just
Anyway,
keep talking.
that's how I knew yesterday it was gonna rain, but not necessarily storm. That I was sitting in the car during my break, and I get out, and both my hips were just on fire when I got out. I'm like, you know what? It's gonna rain today.
Still there?
Yeah, still there. That's how my I have been diagnosed with early onset rheumatoid arthritis. So, yeah, I'm going to work as long as I can until I can't possibly work anymore. Until the doctors say you can't move well enough to be out.
I heard him over there.
Yeah, it looked like he was actually going to go inside the feeder.
He was. Sorry, we put our cat on duty because he needs to do his job. He actually saw it this time, so now he's actually over here.
Arthur is not a friend. No, not at all.
I have it in my knee. I had to have knee surgery. My kneecap. I dislocated.
Shoulders, hips, knees, elbows.
My hands.
Basically everything from my shoulders to my feet.
Plantar fasciitis. So. I thought we got them all, but we must not have, huh?
Yep. You want to get down and check it out too? Go right ahead.
We have a furry little friend. So I had to get.
He was a baby too.
Yeah, I had to get Sega on top of it. He's been very lazy lately catching furry little friends, so I've been having to do his job for him. But we're gonna head out too. We're gonna do a pop-up auction. We might join Robert. Haven't decided yet, but we might go on after Robert.
Both my parents were very good friends of Al.
So, yeah. I had a lot of family. That was both sides.
All right. And on that note,
we're going to head out. We want to end up on a positive note. Healing energies to everybody. I am going to set out the good vibes, healing vibes.
Stay cool, stay dry.
Check out our pop-up auction. We might pop on after Robert's ride along. We're going to try not to interfere with Troy too much.
Yep.
So.
All right. As they say in Canada, keep your stick on the ice.